Hello everyone, I am Crick Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 15 between KKR and LSG. This match was played at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata and LSG decided to bowl first after winning the toss. KKR scored 181 runs in the first innings and had LSG at 128 for 7, needing 54 runs in 4 overs. But then Mukul Chaudhary, who was just playing his second game under lights, lit up the Eden Gardens with a clutch finish, chasing the required target on the last ball. He was rightly given the Player of the Match award for his outstanding knock of 54 not out of just 27 balls. Let's start with the playing 11 first. So KKR just made one change, getting Sunil Narayan in. So last match they had a washout, so they played with only 11 players, and so Sunil Narayan just was the extra player coming in this match. So they removed Finn Allen and brought in Vaibhav Aurora as the impact sub in the second innings. For LSG, there were no changes from the last match, and they brought in Ayush Badoni in the second innings in place of Manimaran Siddharth. So in the first innings, Mohammad Shami started the innings with a beautiful swing, giving only 6 runs in the over. Next over, Prince Yadav was hit for 2 fours by Finn Allen in the first 2 balls, but he came back strongly, getting his wicket on the fourth ball. There was some controversy on this wicket as Dikwish Rathi, who took the catch at the deep third man, was very close to the boundary skirtings. I am not sure if it was referred to the third umpire as the catch check was not shown in the live telecast. Not sure if they did a background check, but when replays were shown later, it seemed as if there was a slight touch on the skirting as the skirting moved a bit. I think the umpire should have checked this properly as this was a very crucial wicket of Finn Allen who can be very dangerous. Shami came and bowled another good over, giving away just 5 runs. In the next over, Rahane hit a 6 of Siddharth to score 9 runs in that over. In the fifth over, Rahane hit 2 fours, scoring 10 runs in the Digvesh Rathi over. Then Raghuvanshi hit a 4 and a 6 in the next over, scoring 16 runs in the over. KKR finished the power play at 56 for 1 and looked good to continue the momentum. The next 2 overs from the spinners went for just 9 runs each, with either batter hitting a 4 in each over. Then Avesh Khan came into the attack and he was hit for a 6 by both the batters, scoring 15 runs in that over. At the halfway stage, KKR were 98 for 1 and were looking in a good position. In the next over, Ajinkya Rahane lost his wicket to Dikvesh Rathi, who bowled a good over, giving away just 4 runs. Then again, in the next over, the other spinner Manimaran Siddharth got the wicket of Ankrish Raghuvanshi and gave away just 4 runs. Both the spinners were bowling well, and at this stage, both had identical figures of 1 for 22 in 3 overs. Rishabh Pant brought back Shami into the attack, and again he bowled a good over, giving away just 5 runs. The pressure was building on the KKR batters as the last 3 overs had gone for just 13 runs. Then Rinku Singh lost his wicket in the next over, bowled by Avesh Khan, and only 1 run was scored in that over. The next over also went for just 3 runs, and KKR were struggling at this stage as they scored only 17 runs in the last 5 overs. Roman Powell hit a 4 and a 6 in the next over, scoring 12 runs in that over. Cameron Green was struggling on 8 runs from 13 balls. In the next over, he finally got a 1 4, and Powell hit a 4 and a 6, scoring 17 runs in the over. The next over, bowled by Avesh Khan, went for 13 runs with both batters hitting a boundary. Shami was hit for a 6 by Cameron Green in the next over, but he bowled good Yorkers, giving away only 12 runs. KKR scored 12 runs in the last over and finished the innings on 181 for 4. Now let's go to the first innings scoreboard. Ajinkya Rahane, 41 of 24, a good strike rate of 170. Finn Allen, 9 from 8, Raghuvanshi 45 of 33, Green 32 of 24 with a strike rate of only 133, Rinku Singh 4 of 7, Roman Powell 39 of 24. Then coming to the LSG bowling, Mohammad Shami again excellent, 4 overs 27 for no wicket. Prince Yadav 4 overs 47 for 1. Manimaran Siddharth 4 overs 34 for 1. Digvesh Rathi 4 overs 25 for 1. And Avesh Khan 4 overs 44 for 1. LSG usually 5 bowlers. KKR finished on 181 for 4 in 20 overs with a run rate of 9.05. There were 11 extras, which included 1 by, 3 leg byes, and 7 wides. Then the second innings, the chase started with 2 good overs from KKR, giving away only 13 runs. Rahane started with the spin of Mukul Roy in the second over, and he did a good job. Then Eden Markram hit 2 fours and a 6 in the next over of Saini. Mukul continued his spell, and Marsh hit him for a 6, scoring 10 runs in that over. Next over, Vaibhav Arora bowled a beautiful one, sending both the openers Marsh and Markram back in the hut. Narayan came into the attack in the last over of the power play and gave only 7 runs. LSG finished the power play on 56 for 2. Then Karthik Tyagi came into the attack and both Rishabh Pant and Ayush Badoni hit him for a 4. Narayan continued his good spell, giving away just 4 runs in the next over. Then Cameron Green came into the attack and got the important wicket of Rishabh Pant. Narayan bowled another good over, giving away just 1 run. At the 10 over mark, LSG were 85 for 3, needing 97 runs in the final 10. Then Navdeep Saini bowled a good over, giving away just 5 runs. Pressure was building on the LSG batters, and Karthik Tyagi got the reward with the wicket of Nicholas Puran. Anupul Roy came back into the attack and got the wicket of Abdul Samad. In the 14th over, Badoni hit 3 fours and scored 15 runs in the over, bowled by Navdeep Saini. Then in the next over, Anupul was hit for a 6 by Badoni, but he came back strongly, taking his wicket on the next ball. At this stage, LSG were 6 down and there was no batters left as Shami came to the middle to join Mukul Chaudhary. Mukul was the only batter left and he had to score all the runs. Then Sunil Narayan came into the attack and finished his spell, giving away only 1 run and getting the wicket of Shami in his last over. At this stage, LSG needed 54 runs in 24 balls, with Avesh Khan joining Mukul Chaudhary at the crease. Next over, Mukul hit a 4 and a 6 and scored 11 runs. With 43 needed of 18, Mukul hit 2 sixes of Karthik Tyagi, scoring 13 runs in that over. He was farming the strike and trying to hit as many boundaries as possible. Ajinkya Rahane went with Cameron Green for the 19th over and he started well, giving only 1 6 in the first 4 balls of the over, with LSG needing 24 from 8 deliveries. Then Mukul Chaudhary was lucky as he got a top edge which went for a 4 over the keeper on the 5th ball. Then on the last ball, he hit a magnificent 6, bringing the equation down to 14 runs from 6 ball. KKR got an overrate penalty, which meant 1 extra fielder had to be brought inside the circle. With 14 needed of the last over, Avesh Khan took an important single on the first ball, bringing Mukul Chaudhary back on strike. Mukul hit the second ball for a 6 and the match was going down to the wire. Vaibhav Arora bowled excellent Yorkers, resulting in 2 dot balls, putting pressure back on Mukul. With 7 needed from 2, Mukul hit a 6 over covers, with Vaibhav just missing the Yorker by a foot. This was a very good shot as Vaibhav tried bowling the same delivery which he bowled on the last 2 balls, but this time he just missed by a foot and was deposited over the covers by Mukul Chaudhary. With 1 needed from 1, Vaibhav again bowled a good short ball which Mukul missed, and Avish ran to the striker's end. The keeper missed the stumps and Mukul pulled off a Heist in Eden, ending LSG the second win of the season. Vish was part of similar finish where he smashed his helmet on the ground after winning the game, but this time he had already removed his helmet and was ready for running the single. It was another thriller in the IPL after the DC and GT match. Now let's go through the second innings scoreboard. Mitchell Marsh 15 from 11, Aiden Makram 22 of 15, Rishabh Pant 10 from 9, Ayush Badoni 54 of 34, Nicholas Puran 13 from 15, Abdul Samad 2 from 4, Mukul Chaudhary not out on 54 of 27, Mohammad Shami 1 from 3, and Avesh Khan not out on 1 from 3. And in the bowling, Vaibhav Arora 4 overs 38 for 2, Anukul Roy 4 overs 32 for 2, Navdeep Saini 3 overs 37 for 0, Sunil Narayan with excellent figures of 4 overs just 13 runs for 1 wicket, Karthik Tyagi 3 overs 31 for 1, and Cameron Green 2 overs 28 for 1. LSG finished on 182 for 7 in 20 overs with a run rate of 9.10. There were 10 extras, which included 1 bye, 2 leg byes, 6 wides, and 1 no ball. Now let's look at the fall of wickets. So Finn Allen was out on the second ball with Prince Yadav bowling and Digvish Rathi taking that controversial catch. And Ajinkya Rahane got out in the 11th over, bowled by Digvish Rathi, and Mohammad Shami took a good catch in the inner circle. Amrish Raghuvanshi was out in the 12th over, the spinner Siddharth taking his wicket and Makram taking the catch. Rinku Singh was bowled by Avesh Khan in the 14th over. For LSG, Aidan Makram got out to Weber Aurora trying to hit a 6 and got caught by Roman Powell at the boundary. And again in the same over, in the power play, Mitchell Marsh gloved one back to the keeper as Weber Aurora bowled a sharp bouncer to Mitchell Marsh, who looked to pull the ball, only managing a glove. Then Rishabh Pant got out again to a short ball bowled by Cameron Green in the 9th over, and Karthik Tyagi took a catch at short fine leg. Then Nicholas Puran lost his wicket in the 12th over with Karthik Tyagi again bowling a short ball and Ramandeep Singh taking the catch. And Abdul Samad got bowled by Anukul Roy in the 13th over, trying to hit the ball and missing the ball completely, shattering his stumps. And Ayush Badoni got out to Anukul Roy in the 15th over, caught by Rinku Singh. Then Mohammad Shami lost his wicket in Narayan's last over, trying to hit the ball for a 6. Anukul Roy took a catch on the boundary. Now let's look at the top partnerships of the match. So for KKR, the second wicket partnership of 84 from 52 was the highest, with Ajinkya Rahane scoring 36 of 72 and Raghuvanshi scoring 43 of 30. The second highest partnership was of 70 of 40 between Roman Powell and Cam Green. Other than that, they didn't have much partnerships in their innings. For LSG, the highest partnership was the last partnership between Avesh and Mukul, which they scored 54 runs of just 24 balls, with Mukul scoring 52 of 21 and Avesh just scoring 1 run of 3 balls. Other than that, they had a good opening partnership of 41 of 25 between Marsh and Makram, and they had one more good partnership of 31 between Pant and Badoni. They had a couple of 22 and 21 run partnership between Puran and Badoni and Mukul Chaudhary. Now let's look at the graphs. So as you can see, the KKR worm had a dip in the middle overs from 10 to 15, where they lost 3 wickets and only 17 runs. This, according to me, cost them the match. They could have scored more than 200 runs if they had played better at this stage. And LSG also kind of struggled in the middle overs, where they also lost their wickets, and their rate of scoring was also lesser than the KKR, but they finished the match well, with Mukul pulling off a good chase. Then if you look at the run rate, KKR's run rate went from 8 and it went about around 10 in the middle, 9 till 9 to 10 overs, but then it went down at the end of 15th overs. So this kind of cost them the match. And then again it kind of went up, but not by much. As for LSG, they started very well with a run rate of 10 in the third over, but their run rate also was going down till about the 13th over, but then it just went up, and because they lost wicket, they were kind of out of the game. But Mukul played an excellent knock. If you look at the Manhattan, if you look at the KKR one, they had overs of 4, 4, 5, 1, and 3 in that particular 11 to 15 over phase. Otherwise, they had a good score on the board, but those 5 overs they cost them the match. For LSG, they started very well, but they also had a low overs in the middle, and they kept on losing wickets at important times. But if you look at the finish, they had a good finish, scoring 11, 13, 16, and 14 runs to finish the match. And going to the summary, so I think KKR batted poorly in the middle overs, as we saw in the graphs also, from the over uh, 10 to 15, where they lost 3 wickets. They brought their run rate down from 9.8 to 7.6, and they kind of struggled to get runs and could not even get singles at that stage. They scored only 17 runs in those 5 overs and lost 3 wickets. I don't know what they were trying to do in that phase, as they had 3 proper all-rounders in Ramandeep, Anupul, and Narayan who were waiting to bat. This particular phase, I think, cost them the match, as they could have easily scored about 200. Considering their bowling lineup, I think they should have gone for a 200 plus score, or should have at least tried to attack a little bit more, to get a good score. But they didn't even try to attack. They blocked the balls and didn't score in that particular period. The bowlers of KKR bowled well to get LSG for 128 for 7, but they couldn't close the game and could not handle the pressure in the later stages. And Mukul Chaudhary played a match-winning knock. LSG again bowled pretty well to restrict KKR for just 181. Their bowlers are doing a good job for them, but they have to be better with the bat, as they had almost lost this game. It was the heroics from Mukul that got them this win. Ayush also played a good knock. Overall, their bowling is still looking good, and they are looking for that replacement of Hasaranga, who can give them good 4 overs and give them runs at the end with the bat. Now let's look at the points table. So as you can see, LSG moved to 5th position, winning the second game with 4 points and a run rate of minus 0.359. KKR are still on 9th position with just 1 point with no result and a run rate of minus 1.315. Let's look at the graphs. So if you look at the points graph, if you see KKR are just on 1 point, which they got in the previous match against Punjab, and they're still on that same 1 point. And LSG have moved to 4 points after this match. If you look at the position, the first 4 positions have not changed as after this match, as LSG moved to 5th spot from 7th spot, and SRH and GT moved 1 place down. Other than that, there are no changes in the table, as the bottom 3 teams also remain at their same position. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.